All right, describe to me that moment when you first addressed everybody as the GM at the drivers' meeting opening night.
I still have a hard time believing that Bruce Beamer chose me to be the general manager of the track. And we gathered out there on the racetrack that day to see everybody huddle around and know that they were ready to listen to what I had to say.
Pretty exciting, huh, Sid?
It is, man.
You rolling yet?
Yeah, we're rolling.
I'm really here, man. This is the real deal.
I remember the pumping of the thumbs up and how blessed we were. Pretty damn exciting, right?
Hello, everybody!
Bring it in, guys, bring it in!
What a great turnout. It's a dream come true for me. I appreciate you all being here. I plan on staying humbled. We're very blessed to have Bruce Beamer as a track owner. Round of applause for Bruce. I think my old buddy Dick Williams is rubbing off on me because I feel like I'm starting to get teary-eyed.
I think they realized at that point how much effort had gone into opening day, and the words just can't describe. You know what's amazing about this whole run is, you know, I remember clearly before opening day, I took a ride up to New Hampshire and just kind of got together with some other track promoters, and that was the first time I met Tom Curley, and he said to me, "Enjoy the honeymoon," and I believed it. The reason why I bring that up is I really don't feel like the honeymoon is over yet. I expected after week one that all the complaints would come running in, and you're not doing this right, and there's been a few opinions along the way, but for the most part, I can't pinpoint one particular area of the track. I think it's weird how many people have said it's just in the air. It just seems like it's a different atmosphere. Bruce wants people to smile. People have been smiling as employees. Competitors are telling me they feel like everything's going smoothly. So I've heard about good officiating. I've heard about good food. I've heard about respectful staff. But at the end of the day, what about the races actually? I mean, to be able to cater to that family atmosphere, people still want to have that opportunity to go out and do something at the end of the night. And you know, we'll have our late nights at the track before the year's over, but to consistently get out of there by like 9:30, I think has been respected by a great majority of the people. I can't say that I miss driving the car. I look at my street stock, my limited sportsman in the garage here at my house, and boy, that sure is fun to rub fenders. You know, when it comes to the modified racing, these guys have so much time and money and passion into actually suiting up and strapping into the car, and it is such a letdown to go out there feeling like tonight's your night to win, and you end up, you know, finishing 10th or 12th, 8th. There's those good nights, but every night that I show up to the new London-Waterford Speedbowl, it's like a win. So for me, I haven't really missed racing. I've had a lot of fun being on the other side. You know, as far as watching racing, I usually catch 3/4 of the features. This past Saturday with the Wheelin' Tour, I was out at Route 85 sending people down to the next parking lot, and that happened all the way up and through the modified time trials. So I didn't even get that chance to, I don't know, act like that important guy and go down the line of Wheelin' Tour modified guys and introduce myself, which I wanted to take that opportunity to do. So I miss out on some of the promotion type pleasures of it, just making sure that the show operates smoothly. So I think as time goes on and things are going a little more smoothly, and I'm not so worried about different areas that need assistance, I'll be able to watch more racing, but I wouldn't trade it. The back pit area wasn't even a plan per se. I remember just kind of taking a ride through the facility with Bruce, and I was talking with Bubby, our maintenance manager, and we had looked at all these trees that had always been there and just kind of came out into the pit area. And I said, wouldn't it be nice to clear that out? Let's try to clear some of this out and lay down some fresh soil and see if we can get this operating. Well, one thing led to another, and then milling started getting laid down, and I had some areas on the racetrack where it went pavement to grass, and it was kind of maybe a 3-4 inch step down, and I said, boy, I'd hate to be a late model or modified taking a ride through the infield. So we took some of the millings from there and we spread them out on the infield as well, along the apron of the track. There's been some renovations that have taken place at the track that really were unforeseen, but if you take a ride through that pit area now, I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. I think the guys down there, the limited sportsmen, the mini stocks, they have a lot to be proud of. And when you do stuff like that, people take more pride in the property. So. As far as future renovations, I mean, Bruce and I have still spoken about new grandstands and concessions. We're definitely going to do something with the fence. But those are things that the track needs. And then if you go onto Facebook, social media, you'll see maybe we need a little better lighting where the cars come out onto the racetrack. I've driven a modified over there, and I can see okay, but if you're there for the first time, I could see where it could potentially be a problem. But you know, we're looking, every time somebody makes a statement, I'm looking into it. Some of the cool things that we have going on this year that are different at the Speedbowl, that I'm personally looking forward to, is really capitalizing on that King of the Hill. And Sid, I think that you could maybe talk to your wife about bringing your family vehicle out, and you can borrow my helmet. But I'd like to see what you have, bringing it around the 3rd mile oval. And then another exciting thing is coming up this 4th of July weekend. We've got the 2-for-1 night on July 4th. And then the birthday bash, America's birthday bash on July 5th, where we'll have Mo Stunts featuring Tim Chitwood, and that's a name that we all recall. He will be driving around the track on 2 wheels. He will be jumping and landing in a pile of cars. Maybe, possibly, he can get me on the back of a car and I can do the slide for life. No, who knows what. But the fact that we have some cool thrill shows coming in, motorcycle stunt shows, and then another family event later in the year with some monster trucks. We're really trying to step up our game with that as far as community and youth and a good family fun atmosphere. I'm trying to be proactive right now on how to increase the car count. You know, it seems as though the racing community in New England, for example, it just hasn't been where it is. Everybody's sharing a smaller amount of cars than they were sharing in the 80s and 90s and 2000s. So how could we get those people to want to race at our track? And I think that the officials have done a good job. We've done a lot with the facility, and from what I understand, and I've been going to the track for a long time, and I don't have past history numbers, but the head count in the grandstands has been considerably better than it has been in the past. And people want to race for people. They want to put on a show. So the more family oriented I can make that racing, the more I can do with youth, the more I can do with the military, because we're right in the heart of it here with the Coast Guard and the sub base. I really need to, now that we're opened up and we've made it through our first month, continue to be proactive in the promotion side of it to make sure that it's the best place to be outside of racing itself, but a movie theater or going to the casino. I want people to say, I want to get down to the bowl.